First, we're going to cover the layout of an average ARDI page. On the left-hand side, you'll see the sidebar. It's used for quickly navigating through ARDI. Clicking on some sidebar buttons will open menus that offer more options. If you need a bit more space, you can collapse the sidebar with the menu button found in the top left corner of the screen. On mobiles and small screens, the sidebar is normally closed. You can open it using the same button. Next to the sidebar is the body of your page. Here you'll find your asset information, diagrams, charts, and tools. The bar at the top of the page includes your notifications, the values you're watching, and your username. If you're an administrator, clicking on your username allows you to sign in. You'll first arrive at the main page, where you can find any asset you're interested in. You can do this by searching, browsing, or opening the site maps. Let's try a search. Every asset has a name and a description. In this case, we'll try and find the agitator. As you can see, we've found a couple of assets that match the description. You can click on their name to be taken straight to their dashboard, or choose to go directly to the asset's diagram or details. But it's not just name and description. You can search for anything that ARDI knows. For example, we can search based on equipment reference number. Here we've used a partial ID number to track down the asset we are interested in. When we clicked it, we were taken to the asset dashboard. Every asset in ARDI has its own dashboard page that gives you all of its available information. Along with the equipment reference number we used to find it, we have the current output of the valve. This measurement updates regularly with live data. These are measurements that are being taken upstream. In this case, they're showing the pressure of the air that drives the valve and the flow rate of the gas that's flowing through it. We have a list of outstanding maintenance tasks due on the device, along with any extra information sourced from the maintenance system. You can interact with some of the asset's properties. If we click a value with live data or history attached, we can see trends. With the time travel control in the top left corner, we can also view history and compare values. This will be covered in a separate video. This box indicates that an asset that's upstream from here is currently an alarm. By clicking on the box, we get a list of what assets that feed this one are having trouble. The Map button lets you see where the asset is located using your site floor plans. Click and drag the mouse to move the map, and use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. You can also click on your asset markers to find out what they are. Some buttons are links that take you to other systems, such as maintenance, ERP, and financial systems. Finally, the Media button takes you to a list of documents related to this asset. This can include manuals, specifications, calibration sheets, isolation procedures, and much more. Another way to find out about your assets is to browse through your relationship diagrams. Each asset can be connected to a number of others through relationships. Most assets will have a location relationship. This places them in a tree that allows you to drill down from your whole site through area, buildings, systems, and machines to the level of individual components. As well as location, connections such as pipe, cables, and data links are also stored in ARDI. This allows you to find equipment that is upstream or downstream from an asset. This asset, an ore mill, granulates ore to pass on for further processing. The mill has 4 relationships: the coarse ore that is fed into the mill, the granulated ore that it passes out, the oversized ore that needs to go through again, and the water that pours into the mill to wash the product down into the system. If we click on coarse ore, we get a new diagram, one that shows the 5 upstream feeders that provide the ore to the mill via a conveyor belt. Changing to granulated ore, we can see the path the granules take through the screen and further into the process. In oversized ore, we can see the path that the rejected ore takes through conveyors, through a crusher, and back onto the original conveyor to start over. And finally, in the water relationship, we can see that the water passes through a valve on its way to the mill. While there are some advanced features to be covered in more detail, this video has hopefully shown you the basics for using the ARDI web interface and getting the information you need when and where you need it.